Centralia is a small town of about 4,000 people, about 23 miles northeast of Columbia. It has 2 banks, a grocery store, and a few fast food restaurants located in its business district. That makes it tough for Brianne Beasley, who's 30 years old but doesn't own a car or have a driver's license. When she needs to go to Columbia to shop for necessities at Walmart or visit a doctor, she can't get there by herself. So once a month, she makes a trip to Columbia using the Oats bus.
It gives me a ride when I don't have a way of getting over there. Sometimes that's the only way I can get over there.
Oats is a public transit system that is available to anyone living in a rural community in 87 of Missouri's 114 counties. Its $20 million budget is funded through a combination of state and federal funds, as well as through government programs that use Oats to transport their participants, such as Medicaid or Right to Work. But Beasley's age and circumstances make her an unusual passenger. Oats director for Mid-Missouri, Jack Houston, says it's a challenge to get younger people like Beasley to use Oats.
Most people kind of feel that Oats is for older people, and at one time, Oats stood for Older Adults Transportation Services.
That acronym changed in the early 1980s when Oats became available to anyone living in a rural area, regardless of age, race, or income. Houston says although Oats has no official records of its passengers' ages, the majority of riders are still elderly. Take Sturgeon resident Betty Smith. She's 79 years old and has been riding the Oats bus for nearly 20 years, going to the grocery store with the same people each and every week and building connections.
Go ahead and sit down, we got you. There you go.
But we become really good friends and we're close, and we would do something for each other. We would do it personally if we needed to. We call it our extended family.
On the other hand, Beasley says her age makes her stand out when she rides the bus.
I am actually the baby on the Oats bus, so I'm the youngest one.
Houston would like to see that change. He believes Oats might be the vital link for keeping rural towns alive. A recent report from the Rural Research Policy Institute, based in Columbia, backs him up, saying public transportation in rural areas is critical for keeping younger people in towns like Centralia, Hallsville, and Sturgeon. Houston says Oats is being used increasingly by a much wider cross-section of society. Ridership increased from 2,700 to 3,300 riders in the past 5 years. Houston thinks that's because of higher gas prices and fewer available jobs in small towns.
As the small communities struggle with their economies, some of the services and goods that an individual needs is not readily available down the block anymore.
Currently, Oats organizers are focused on using social media, like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, to make more young people aware that the transportation is available. For Beasley, the service has been critical. If she didn't know about Oats, she would have to consider moving to a bigger town. With producer Yo-Yo Joe, Laura Davison, KBIA News.